Alright, and you can hear that. That means we are underway for game number 1 of tonight. It is once again FTBRG versus Team 4. Team 4 opted for map pick, so we do see FTBRG picking up that first pick, first ban. They're going to immediately go after the Stukov here. Stukov allowing a lot of control on Tomb of the Spider Queen. So I really like this ban from FTBRG. Are we going to see the Chen respect ban for Zexorus? They're really thinking about this. They want to make sure that they pick the right ban here in the grand scheme of things. If you're just joining us for the first time, we are broadcasting the Bush League. Check it out at trolls.gg. It's a group of just heroes, personalities, heroes, broadcasters, and putting them all together into a league here to just have like a really fun league. We do see Garrosh get first banned by Team 4. FTBRG immediately picking up the Lily. Definitely a very, very strong healer. Varian Liming immediately followed up on by Team 4. Varian, I haven't seen a whole lot of play since his since he got picked up or completely changed around with his stuff. Getting changed from level 10 to level 7, I believe it is now. Been a little bit since I played a Varian. Next two picks coming in from FTBRG. They did win this matchup last time that they did play, and they did let the Chen go through for Zexorus. So we'll have to see if they do decide to pick this up here or not. Johanna and Blaze do get picked up here. Zexorus is a tank player, so he could be playing either one of those heroes, but knowing Zexorus' hero pool and the style he likes to play, probably picking up that Blaze here. And that'll be a good pick for just catching out heroes that are too far forward. Although we do see Zexorus talking in draft chat about playing the Johanna, as we refer to as Natalie Dormer, because she got that side shave. Ghost Bear in chat telling us that Zex is on the Johanna, so it confirms that. Going into our second ban phase, Team 4 really getting low on the clock here, thinking about this next ban. They are going to get rid of the Phoenix, a very versatile hero. Lots of sustained damage and really great ban, I think, from Team 4. Taking away that option from FTBRG. They have their front line, they have their support. We'll have to see what FTBRG picks up after this. Zex, why are you in chat? Why are you in chat, buddy? But we are going to see a Nubrak banned out. So a lot of tanks banned out. We had the Garrosh in the first round and the Nubrak in the second. Oh boy, it did this thing again. Hold on. Why is it doing that? Let's see. We do see the Alarak and Leoric picked up by Team 4. Leoric is very, very strong. We're going to see Hammer and Zarya. We're going with the quad tank lineup to protect the Hammer here. This is something I have not seen in a long time. But I'm excited to see it. I'm interested to see how this works. They're going to have to fully commit to a lane, most likely, and get that working for them. Hammer is an interesting pick. Alarak is going to be really key, I think, for Team 4. If Alarak can push the Hammer out of position, they can follow up with the Varian charging in to stun, leaving damage to follow up, and Leoric slows as well. So they have the tools that they need, and they also have the Lucio to come in. Blemsy, I see that 1,000 bits. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate you supporting the Nexus Commentaries channel. So here we go into our first match of the night. Team 4 versus FTBRG. I'm going to try something to fix the audio real quick. Might drop for a second, but be right back. On the left side, we do have Team 4's Schizophrenic playing the Alarak, Liquid on the Varian, Daz playing the Leeming, Enderwigan on the Lucio, and Lord Boo playing the Leoric. On the right side, we have True Mr. Fu playing Blaze, Zexorus on the Johanna, Shin on the Hammer, Bacon playing the Zarya, and Leviathan playing the Lily. I have to fix something really quick in the audio settings so we get the audio that we want. Let me switch to game real quick so you at least have something to see while it's going on. There we go. It should be much, much better. So we do have a fight breaking out in the bot lane. It is going to be a lot of damage onto Shin here. Able to boost away, though. That's why the audio is so loud. Sorry. No, it's turned down. Hold on. There we go. That should be much better now for as far as audio voice balance. But we do have this fight continuing to be pushed out in the bottom lane by FTBRG. Shin taking a ton of damage, and that is going to be Shin going down. FTBRG did not protect the Hammer there. Thanks, Chief Ratchet, for talking about the audio. Appreciate the assist on that. But that is first blood for Team 4. The XP, though, is fairly even, as we did have true Mr. Fu just laning it up in the top lane. We do see this pressure continuing. The Arcane Orb does hit Shin there. A little bit of damage that probably should have been mitigated there. But we do see the Alarak continuing to push this hammer out of position. Liquid taking a ton of damage on the side of Team 4, but is able to walk away from it, tap that healing well, and stay alive for another day. Sexter's doing a good job peeling for Shin so he can walk away from this fight. Oh, that's a huge Arcane Orb and a huge disposition by the Alarak. Can they get more? Bacon is so low, and he is going to get killed by that right click by Daz. A 2-for-0 right now, and this is not looking good initially for FTBRG. Their comp definitely does come online a little bit later when the levels start coming up for them. Especially their heroic choices should be interesting to see what path they decide to go. Which Zarya heroic do they go for? Which of the heroics do they go for Hammer in this position? As we do have a turn-in happening for Team 4. And then we're going to get the first Web Weavers of our match. Looks like they will focus on the bottom lane. Varian coming across the top here. Was potentially looking for a pick there, but decides against it. Zexer's taking quite a bit of damage, as well as Shin. Shin is just getting bullied right now, and that's just what happens when you play Hammer. As we do see Zexer is taking quite a bit of damage in that front line, but they are able to eliminate the Varian. And they are going to be able to clean up this Web Weaver. Mid Web Weaver is going to get some value with the Leoric pushing it out. Top Web Weaver being cleaned out by Blaze. They are looking for a pick potentially onto this Leoric. Leoric can spooky walk away and does so. But we have the Blaze. Not going to push him out of position or anything. With the mid cleared up by FTBRG, they are rotating down once again to try to get some value from this Hammer pick, which is a very aggressive play. We are going to see Team 4. They are picking up this camp in the bottom lane. Going to get it uncontested here. Alarak missing his disposition there onto Shin. Red Web Weavers coming down for FTBRG. Let's see what kind of value they can potentially get on their Web Weaver phase. They're going to be pushed back pretty far. Mid lane is very far pushed back, as well as that top lane is about neutral right now, as the fighting just continues, and the sustain is just so huge here for FTBRG with the shields from Zarya and the sustain healing of Lily. We are going to see both teams pretty even in XP currently. Blaze is walking in this Web Weaver. Gonna get some value from those towers. We're gonna see this push continue bottom. They do get Shin out of position once again, but the shielding is on point from Bacon. Bacon and Zex get pushed out of position. They are the front line though, so they are going to have that sustain. Blaze comes down here too. This is a 5-on-3 engagement. Not able to secure a kill. They need to get a kill here to justify the value of bringing down Blaze. And a great peel and kill by Blaze. Keeping Shin alive, but also picking off the Lucio as well. It's really going to help FTBRG. Both Leoric and Blaze looking for turn-ins here. Both carrying a ton of gems right now. We see Expulsion Zone come out. Looks like they're trying to get a pick on Leoric, but he is just so tanky in this build right now. He is going to be able to escape with that Wraithwalk, and we do have Heroics coming in now. We do have on the side of FTBRG, we have the Elite Jug of 1,000 Cups, the Expulsion Zone. We do have the BFG from Hammer. Hammer almost getting caught out there by Liquid, but they're going to be able to turn this around with Jug, keeping that sustain here, and they are going to continue re-engaging, but they are pushed away, and they're all taking some serious damages. We do have Lucio leaving the game. We did see, unfortunately, a disconnect there. Since I know some of the teams are watching, I'm not going to let you see the screen while we're playing. But both teams are close in XP. And the talent selection is good on both teams, I think, for what they're trying to do. Most of them are some form of sustain or stun. We're just waiting for Ender to come back in from the disconnect. But hang tight, guys. Stay tight. We'll be underway again very soon here. And they're all wondering why we're on US West. It's because you guys asked me to create the lobby, and I'm on the West Coast, so it's gonna put the games on US West. Sorry there, had a little bit of cough again. But yeah, take a look at the Johanna build. Zex is going. This is generally the bullet build I like to go as well, with Johanna, Laws of Hope at 1, with the Eternal Retaliation at 4, with Blessed Momentum at 7, and Blessed Shield at 10. Gives you a whole ton of cooldown reduction and also self-sustain. What about that Leo build? No, that Leo build's really good. Definitely do like it. Taking Osen Renewal at 1. The heal as well. Neil Peasants for that wave clear, along with Hopelessness, giving that huge range for Drain Hope, and obviously Entomb being taken. We did talk about that a little bit earlier. Party mix taken by Lucio on the side of Team 4. Party mix is close to being completed. Oh, they want me to show talents. Well, watch this. I'll show it so that you can't see the where they are. Here you go. Here's talents, so you can take a look. Super Dave, I'm man of the people. I'll give you guys what you want. All right, so we'll leave the talents up for a little bit here. We do have a second web weaver phase now coming out from Team 4. They did get that pick in. So they are going to push really hard here. Oh, they lock in Blaze here. Almost getting that kill, but oh no, this is going to be disastrous for Team 4 now. As 4 are going to drop for 0. Almost a complete bait-in, I think, by FTBRG. That was a really good setup by the Blaze, and that was a wishful kill there on that Blaze, I think. But quite the turnaround here for FTBRG. We thought they would come online a little later in this match, and oh no, Daz, you're out of position. You're okay. You are going to escape this though. Oh, Zex with the cheeky B steps. We are going to see Bruiser Camp start to get picked up. And Zexers is going to get punished for being a little too far forward. And the missiles are enough to finish him off. Maybe Daz wasn't too happy about that B step. Made him pay for it. But FTBRG, they're up level 13 to level 12 right now. Talent tier advantage. Small power spike in their favor. They are going to catch 2, though, in this Entomb that was set up by Alarak. The BFG does come out, does put the damage down. The bunker able to secure the escape route for Leviathan and true Mr. Fu. So really great reactions by, I think, both teams there. I like the engagement by Team 4, and I liked the defense there, but we have a re-engagement, and now we do have Leoric just jumping in the middle of this team, deciding against it after maybe going a little too deep initially with that Wraith Walk. But very close on the kills right now, 6-4 in favor of FTBRG. Levels are about a half level lead for FTBRG, and they're going to get another web weaver phase in their favor. So they're going to commit fully to the top lane here. Leoric continuing to harass on this bottom lane, or bottom part of the engagement here. Do you see these Zarya Heroic come out? And oh man, so many heals and shields going on to Shin, able to keep him alive and able to re-engage now in the fight. He's going to siege up. He's going to start putting the damage down. The sound barrier does drop and able to keep them alive for a little bit. Liquid is low. It does get killed. Leoric is low as well. Blaze does come in to try to secure this kill on Leoric. Leoric is still alive here and is able to walk away from this relatively unscathed. We are going to see, though, this means that this top lane is going to get this wall pressure down for this top keep. Bottom is completely uncontested, but that Web Weaver is almost done, as is the top one as well. Zexus taking quite a bit of damage, does get shielded up and using the ability from Johanna. But now favor is widely swung into FTBRG's arena here, and this is a monster wave coming in the bottom lane. Leoric will be able to clean this up pretty easily. We do see the Bruiser camp being invaded by FTBRG. They are up 2 levels. They are up the level 16 talent tier, which is a huge power spike. We're always talking about, we see the engagement, we see the Zarya ult come out, and that's going to just secure their escape. They pick up the Bruiser camp and they are out of there. Want nothing to do with it. A couple of the Bruisers did escape. They're going to start putting the damage onto this middle keep. Going to get cleaned up pretty easily. FTBRG is actually very close to our next Web Weaver phase. They are turning in right now onto the top altar. 14 on hand for them. It's going to be a little difficult for them to grab these next couple of gems, as they are pushing out these lanes pretty far. They should be able to grab this bottom lane full of gems, and that would be enough to get this next Web Weaver phase. Zexus looking out to see how safe this is for them to do. They do see the turn-in starting, though, for Team 4. And they're just going to let this go through. No contestation on that turn-in. Zexus saw it, decided to just let it go. And we are going to see another Web Weaver phase for Team 4. They are still down the 16 talent. They're going to try to get this fort, but FTBRG is very quickly collapsing on them in this top lane. Oh, they've got the Alarak isolated a bit, but they are not going to continue with the pressure there. Zexus takes a ton of damage here, but is able to stay alive. And Liquid, had he been into that sound barrier, probably would have been okay. Leviathan taking a ton of damage, is able to walk out safely, though. Quite a number of heroics to use there. We do still have Buck. We do still have BFG available for FTBRG. And Tomb still available. Taunting Johanna. This is Zexus. Of course he's going to be taunting. FTBRG going to be able to clean this up relatively easily. Team 4 continue to push out this bottom lane. It's a pretty good push that they've got going here. We'll get some damage onto the bottom fort. FTBRG actually completely ignoring this right now, and these towers are actually going to get dropped here, giving a little bit of XP in favor of Team 4. Team 4 checking the boss, sees it's not being taken currently. They are a little spread out now, and FTBRG is all grouped up. They're going to turn in. They're going to get their next Web Weaver phase. I don't think this is going to be able to be interrupted. And Tomb comes down, getting 2. Shields come out, though, for Bacon and Shin. Taunted, though, by the Hammer. Hammer goes into the bunker. How does that physically work is what I want to know. We are going to see Hammer does get dropped. Daz drops as well as Leoric. We do have Lucio barely hanging on to his life. Going to speed boost some of these teammates out. Does switch to the healing. Now is a little bit out of position from them. But a 2-for-1 in favor of FTBRG during a web weaver phase. This is pretty critical for FTBRG. And we do see them now getting their first keep of the game. Going to be grabbing this middle one with ease. Using the Zarya Heroic to lock it away. We do see them go immediately onto Bacon. But the bunker gets dropped again. And Bacon able to just walk away from this without too much damage. We do see them backing off Xerxes in a little bit of trouble. Does get that shield. And Blaze is going to get taken out here. So that is something for Team 4 to tuck away. Give themselves a little bit confidence going into this next phase of this match. Korik is getting attacked by a web weaver, but very quickly cleaned up. Storm Talents now online for FTBRG. And we are going to see that unyielding defender to reset the cooldown of the shields on Zarya. That just gives them so much more sustain in this matchup. And it might just come down to that being the key to their victory. Boss is still available. We haven't seen any boss plays yet. We did see Team 4 very quickly check in on it earlier in the match. We do see the BFG come out. It's good. Oh my goodness. What value. What value. As it does get that last keep on the side of Team 4. So now we're kind of just waiting and seeing. Team 4 is on their back foot here. They have no keeps to hide behind. They have to be consciously aware all the time of these lanes getting pushed out, and they are going to have to respond to these siege minions. Alarak going to respond quickly to that. But now they're so worried about Boss. Boss is pretty much a win for FTBRG. Storm Talents as well for Team 4. As this fight breaks out, they're going to continue to poke. They need to commit hard to this to get some sort of contest on the boss. And it looks like here they go. Did the sound barrier come out? No, sound barrier did not come out. Sound barrier does need to come out. It hits 4 members, and they're just going to completely engage on this. Oh, the Zarya ult is able to secure the boss. Oh man, but so much damage going out to all the members of Team 4, and this should be the end of it as 3 of them drop to only 1 on the side of FTBRG, and now this boss is just walking its way down. Trait does get popped for Xerxes here, but they are able to secure another kill onto the Li Ming. Leoric, you're gonna have to even the dust clouds making it impossible for Leoric to step back. And that is why it's called the throw pit, folks. FTBRG going to take a win over Team 4 in our first match of the night on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Taking a look at these stats though really quickly. We are going to see the Alarak putting in work as well as the Li Ming. Look at the amount of damage that they put out. But the sustain of this triple tank lineup for FTBRG just dominating the end of that match. And Zarya looking at, is that the shielding? No, that's experience contribution. 58,000 shielding from the Zarya, which essentially knocks off more than half of Alrek's damage that he was outputting, plus the 95,000 healing and shielding of the Lili. But that is going to be it for our first game. We're going to be bringing in Zexus for game number 2, which is going to be between Tower Baron squared
the Nexus
and please don't ban Diablo. So we will be back in just a bit for our next game.
The Nexus. Interesting.